Thanks for tuning in to Bear Essentials with Bear Buyers. Today, Shade Exposed. It is the month we celebrate Veterans Day, and the whole month is Veterans Appreciation Day. So, may I break in here real quick with a short story of Thomas Patrick Payne. Delta Force was top ranger. He received the Medal of Honor just this year on the anniversary of 9/11 2020 was awarded to it by President Trump for his actions with his unit, the Delta Force, which is kind of one of the more secretive of forces in the U.S. Military, and he went in and was able to rescue a bunch of Kurds that were held in an ISIS prison. They had made the graves, and they were real close to probably executing the prisoners. The team went in, saved the first building full of hostages, over 30 people, but the second building had caught fire. They were pinned down, and him and the other rangers ran into a burning building to help rescue these hostages. Not once, not twice, but 4 times into a burning, collapsing building. All told, they rescued 75 captives, and they silenced 20 ISIS fighters. One Delta Force soldier, Master Sergeant Josh Wheeler, paid the ultimate sacrifice that day. Sergeant Major Payne has been deployed over 17 times and is a true American hero. In this month of heroes, let's remember, especially today, Sergeant Major Thomas Payne and Master Sergeant Josh Wheeler of the U.S. Army, that these men fought for our freedoms that we appreciate. Now let's get into the game and explain the Shade Exposed. As you can see, day 1 requirements right here. I'll go in these when tomorrow. I'll go over these again when all 4 days have been released. Day 2 and day 3 and day 4. So day 4 will come out tomorrow. Now, what this entails is that as the enemy sees you, you get this red blinker at the bottom that will fill up, and that's your exposure level. As that fills up, you become more vulnerable to attacks from the enemy. Once it builds up, what you can do is you can either melee or do a cover-to-cover move and transfer it to the enemy, and then they become vulnerable and more receptive for you to kill them. So that's Shade Exposed. So I'll go in greater detail when day 4 comes out tomorrow. I'll give an overview of the whole thing and how to get each one. But this is the build that I've used so far on a majority of it, and I named it Burn 'em All, because that's what all the skills, the specialty weapon, and pretty much everything in there except the actual guns itself. I guess you could run a pyromaniac and make it even worse, but everything has to do with catching your enemies on fire. So you can get your specialty kills with your specialty weapon, you can get your skill kills with your skills, but they're all also catching everybody on fire. So you have to decide when you're going to transfer the exposed, because some of those people have to be have the exposure transferred to them to get. So let's go down through this. This is real simple. It's an Eclipse protocol build. I have a little bit of haste on there and a little bit of damage, a lot of skill effects. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Imperial holster pad to catch them on fire. When we first run up there, we're going to use our Stinger Hive, we're going to use our Fire Seeker, and we're going to catch them on fire. And then we can also use the fire chem launcher to cause them to be on fire. And then of course we have our specialty weapon up at the top, which is our flamethrower. And all those are going to catch them on fire, and then when they die, when these special effects go, the Eclipse protocol is going to spread that like wildfire. And that's the kind of build I use, and it seemed to go through real quick. It was real fun. I was able to do some speed runs at the same time and be able to complete that. And here's one more look at the requirements for day 1, day 2, and day 3. Day 4 will be coming out tomorrow. And remember, this is Military Appreciation, and big salute to Sergeant Major Thomas Payne. This is Bear Essentials, and I am Bear Byers. You have a blessed day.